Video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
7 creepiest cathedrals in the world. A cathedral is a form of church where the seat of the bishop is located. This is also a place where religious people go to meet, worship, and pray to God. But some cathedrals are among the creepiest places in the world. A church is a religious building. Its main role is to facilitate the gathering of a Christian community. Its construction must obey scheduling and an architectural evolution over the centuries by its importance and function. It must be a place that reminds the members about God, not dead people or else. But these creepy cathedrals are all about human bones. These cathedrals are so creepy that most resemble more a cemetery than a church. They are among the creepiest places on Earth. But before we go on the list, please subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon to receive notifications of our new uploads. Your contribution helps us expand our presence on YouTube. Now, here are 7 creepiest cathedrals in the world that remind us of a horror movie instead of God. 7. Our Lady of the Conception of Capuchins. Our Lady of the Conception of the Capuchins, also known as Santa Maria della Concessione dei Cappuccini, is a Roman Catholic church located in Rome, Italy. It was also commissioned by Pope Urban VIII for his younger brother, Cardinal Antonio Barberini, who is a member of the Capuchin order. The Cardinal Barberini decided to transfer in the crypt, an underground room or vault beneath the church, of the Capuchin the remains exhumed of the old cemetery of the Santa Croce de San Bonaventura de Lucchesi. Thereafter, the Capuchin friars continued to deposit their dead. By the mid-18th century and until 1870, the mortal remains will be placed into works of art made of macabre ornaments in Baroque style. At the entrance, an inscription in 3 languages welcomes you with these words: "What you are now, we once were. What we are now, you shall be." The crypt contains the remains of about 4,000 Capuchin friars, collected between 1528 and 1870. The walls are decorated with ornaments made from human bones and form a macabre decoration. Some skeletons dressed in monks' frocks are arranged in monastic postures. 6. The Skull Chapel, Chermna. The Skull Chapel, also known as St. Bartholomew's Church, is a chapel located in Chermna, a town in southeastern Poland. It was built in 1776 by the Czech local parish priest Wacław Tomasek. But as the name suggests, Skull Chapel is not an ordinary church. It is the mass grave of people who died during the 30 Years' War, 1618 to 1648, 3 Silesian Wars, 1740 to 1763, as well as of people who were killed by cholera epidemics, plague, syphilis, and hunger. Together with J. Schmidt and gravedigger J. Langer, Father Tomasek spent 18 years from 1776 to 1794 collecting and cleaning human bones and put them in the chapel. In addition to 21,000 people interred in the basement, the walls of Skull Chapel are filled with 3,000 skulls. The skulls of people who built the chapel, including Father Tomasek, were placed in the center of the building and on the altar in 1804. Inside are a crucifix and 2 carvings of angels, one with a Latin inscription that reads, "Arise from the dead." 5. The Cappuccin Crypt in Rome, Italy. The Cappuccin Crypt is a set of several small chapels located beneath the Church of Santa Maria della Concessione dei Cappuccini in Rome, Italy. This is a creepy location containing thousands of human remains. Cappuccin Crypt has skeletal remains of 3,700 bodies of Capuchin friars. It is believed those believers, before their death, asked to be buried in the chapels to assure their eternal life in heaven. The bodies are also meant to remind us, the living, of our own mortality. This is one of the most macabre religious locations on Earth. In fact, Frommer's, a travel guidebook series, describes the location as one of the most horrifying images in all of Christendom. There are 5 rooms in the crypt that feature a unique display of human bones. 1. Crypt of the Resurrection, featuring a picture of Jesus raising Lazarus from the dead, framed by various parts of human skeletons. 2. Crypt of the Skulls, featuring human skulls. 3. Crypt of the Pelvises, attributing to human pelvic bones. 4. Crypt of the Leg Bones and Thigh Bones, containing legs and thighs. 5. Crypt of the 3 Skeletons. The center skeleton is enclosed in an oval, the symbol of life coming to birth. In its right hand it holds a scythe, symbol of death, which cuts down everyone, like grass in a field, while its left hand holds the scales, symbolizing the good and evil deeds weighed by God when he judges the human soul. 4. The Capella de Ossos, Chapel of Bones. The Capella de Ossos is one of the most famous monuments of Évora in Portugal, as well as the world. It is a small interior chapel located next to the St. Francis Church. It was built in the 16th century by a Franciscan monk. The objective behind the construction of the chapel is to oppose the Reformation movement of the Protestants. The monk wanted to lead the Protestants to contemplate the ephemeral and transitionary nature of life. This is clearly expressed through the inscription at the entrance. Aquí estamos nos osos that pelos vossos esperamos. We bones that here are, for yours wait. The chapel measures 18.7 by 11 meters. Light enters only via 3 small openings on the left. Its walls and 8 columns are decorated with carefully arranged long bones and skulls held by cement. The ceiling is made of bricks painted white and decorated with morbid patterns. It took 5,000 skeletons to achieve the work. Some skulls are decorated with graffiti. 2 desiccated corpses, including a child, are hung by chains. On the ceiling is written a text from Ecclesiastes 7:1. Melior dies mortis nativitatis die. The day of death is better than that of birth. 3. San Bernardino alle Ossa. San Bernardino alle Ossa is a church in Milan, Italy, which was built in 1145, then restored in 1679. It is mainly known for hosting a side chapel decorated by an ossuary with human skulls and bones. The walls are niches decorated with human bones in a Rococo style, an 18th century artistic style. The bones from the adjoining cemetery closed in conjunction with the adjoining hospital in 1652. The doors and cornices of the ossuary are also decorated with human bones. San Bernardino alle Ossa contains thousands of human bones. The entire bones form decorations of the cross and mortuary symbols, while giving an impression of Baroque delicacy. Although most people find the church too creepy, in 1738 King John V of Portugal was so impressed with the chapel that he built a similar one in Évora near Lisbon. Until now, thousands of tourists visit San Bernardino alle Ossa every year. 2. St. Francis Monastery, located in Lima, Peru. The Monastery of St. Francis of Assisi, also called the Basilica and Convent of St. Francis, is a Catholic building in the northeast of the Plaza Mayor in the city of Lima, Peru's capital. It is registered on the UNESCO World Heritage List since 1991. In addition to the church and monastery, there are a library and catacombs. The sanctuary, a holy or sacred place, is dedicated to the Apostle Jude. During the feast of the saint, St. Jude Thaddeus, 1.5 tons of silver is transported from the basilica in a procession by 40 people. The catacombs contain thousands of human skulls and bones. The Catholic historians claim the location served as a burial place until 1808, when the city cemetery was opened outside Lima. But some historians believe that some of those people were killed by the church. It is estimated that there are 25,000 human skeletons in the monastery. The crypts built of bricks and mortar are very solid and have stood up well to earthquakes. It's also believed that there are secret passageways that connect the cathedral and the tribunal of the Holy Inquisition. 1. Sedlik Ossuary, Czech Republic. The Sedlik Ossuary is a Catholic chapel located in the Cemetery Church of All Saints in Sedlik, Czech Republic. It is a small church, but also one of 12 World Heritage Sites in the Czech Republic. The first mentions of a decoration with human bones in the chapel go back to the 17th century. Between 1700 and 1709, a Baroque reconstruction of the Chapel of All Saints was planned and ordained by the architect Jan Santini Eichel. The Sedlik Ossuary contains the skeletons of up to 70,000 people, whose bones have in many cases been artistically arranged to form decorations and furnishings for the chapel. The place is very creepy, but also touristic, receiving over 200,000 visitors each year. The church has a very distinct design. 4 enormous bell-shaped mounds occupy the corners. An enormous chandelier made of at least one of every bone in the human body hangs from the center of the nave, with garlands of skulls draping the vault. Thank you for watching till the end. Please like the video and share it with your friends. Remember to subscribe to the channel to help us establish our presence on YouTube.